on Nova 100.
Yesterday we were talking to one of your favourite characters from your favourite reality show, Captain Sandy from Below Deck.
She's not my favourite.
Who do you like?
I love the show.
Who do you like again?
Captain Lee. I'm an
Captain
OG fan,
Lee.
but he's packed it in.
So
He's gone.
He's gone. He's left the show to go into his own
There's so
clothing
many
label.
now.
did she replace him?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see why.
Yeah.
Captain Lee. Well, anyway, we were asking her if on any of those massive super yachts, which can cost like $1 million a week to charter, if she'd ever had a couple on there who had broken up on the charter and they had to put whoever was dumped back on the silly little tender back to dry land.
I was going to marry these people, and I remember watching the episode and they were breaking up that night. And then the next day I married them. So yes, I think they broke up, but they made up the next morning.
Oh.
You know.
Is Sandy a celebrant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's a captain.
Is she? So what do you mean? They can just marry
Both captains
people?
can marry people.
No, they can't.
Yes,
just
they
like
can.
that.
Well, you're on international
you'd
waters,
need-
so you're not actually probably getting married properly anyway.
Probably the casuals down a Go Boat could do it too.
You're not actually...
Really?
I
On
think
the
to
Yarra?
get married, you have to be in a country to sign the forms.
Yes.
International waters, I don't think.
So
would
it's just
classify-
all
Ship
ceremonial.
captains, guys, I'm pretty sure ship captains can
I
do
don't
it.
think so.
You'd have to do the course.
I
still.
don't think
Cheers.
so.
Can
you need
Can you Google
only
ship
a
captains?
only certain people can sign a marriage certificate.
Like ship captains.
No.
Do you think they're like a justice of the peace or whatever?
Yep.
Or can they also
Go
write
to your
scripts?
pharmacist, a police officer, or a ship captain if you know one.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway, we thought that was the perfect.
Oh, hang on. Yep. Executive producer Brody, the thumb.
Even though it is believed to be a regular event, a ship captain generally doesn't have the legal right to
Damn
perform a
it.
wedding at sea.
There you
You on
go.
Wikipedia or like a proper website?
Wikipedia will do it this
This
point.
is cruisecritic.com.
Oh,
cruisecritic.
cruisecritic.com.
Oh, it's
You've
another.
lost me.
That's another segment.
Yeah. Anyway, Captain Sandy talking about people breaking up on a super yacht got us talking about our favourite topic, exes. It is time for today's instalment of the X-Files, where you name and shame your exes.
Open the file.
Remember I was telling you guys a while ago about my girlfriend who was a hostie, flight attendant,
Yep.
business class on Qantas, and the plane was fully boarded before takeoff. One of the passengers came up. They were sitting, I think, in 1A and 1B, a couple, and she came over to her, the hostie. It was an international flight, and said, just so you know, I just need to give you the heads up. Things might be a bit rocky in 1A and 1B. I recently found out my husband was having an affair with his secretary. He's not good at confrontation. He's not good at conversations. So I thought, I'm going to wait until we're on this 10-hour flight to bring it up because he's got nowhere to go and we're going to have to talk through it.
I would open that emergency door and happily get sucked right out.
So all the hosties knew and they took off and she
When
brought
do
it
you
up
do it?
and they could tell the conversation was happening and the hosties just kept going past and dropping the wife like champagne and chocolates.
Just
Treats.
as wheels leave the ground.
And
Just
she's-
after you finish your hot towel.
No,
Yeah.
when they go, ding, seatbelt sign is now off. You are free to move around the cabin.
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
And they broke
Why?
up on the plane, but they got stuck there for 8 hours talking about it. And my girlfriend, who was the host, he said he just stared out the window for 98% of that flight.
I'll be honest, I reckon there would be a lot of couples that break up on holidays because holidays sometimes are the first test pattern of whether you can live together.
Oh,
See, I don't
if you can
think
survive
so.
the holiday.
Do you know
I
what I mean?
disagree. I think holidays are like holiday romance, and then you come home and you get back into real life, and you're like, "Oh no, you're not that guy you were on holidays. We're not carefree. We are not." This
No,
ain't
it's
it."
you know what? It's always the second week of the holiday. First week, you're doing the whitewater rafting, you're living, you're having cocktails. It's the second week. You start getting into a routine.
I had a friend that took a girl on a overseas holiday, and they broke up over there. He'd paid for the whole thing. They'd only been together, for like 3 or 4 months, and they were doing like around the world business class trip in these beautiful hotels. They had a huge bunny, and they broke up on the trip. And even though it was all paid for, she said, because it was all paid for, probably she said to him, "Well, I'll just stay on the holiday with you. We'll go our separate ways when we get back to Australia."
She's smart.
But they were doing separate things during the day, but they were just sharing the
What,
same rooms.
sightseeing?
He paid for it. He was sleeping on the couch. She got the master because he was trying to be a gentleman.
Imagine how
I think
competitive
he-
that would be, though. You'd be coming home going, I had the best day whitewater rafting.
Well, I think he
Look
thought,
at my photos.
I think he was hoping they'd work it out.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, he went out for dinner one night. She went out for dinner one night. He came home on the couch and she bought someone. home.
Oh, Oh, you can't do that. No.
In the room that
In
he
a
paid
hotel
for,
that he'd paid for.
and he's on
She-
the couch.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
no.
a separate room, but he saw this guy walk through
No,
and he
you
was
can't do
just
that.
like,
No.
oh.
Get
And
another
did
room.
they do the?
Well, I assume so. I think he got up and left.
No, get another room. You can't be doing that.
You can't do that
Ever.
on his coin. He still thought they were going to work it out.
Nah.
You got to go to the Formula
You
One
actually
hotel down
know
the
this
road.
person.
Do I?
You don't, Chase. Lou
Right.
does.
Lou and I had a massive blow up when we were in Fiji recently. I don't think
Wow.
Yeah. I used to go for walks around the hotel. I'd just do laps around the hotel to cool down.
We had another friend. Oh my God. It is on holidays. We had another couple who like had a huge Barney in a nightclub and he left and she stayed out with us in a bar.
Yeah.
We were in LA and we went back to the hotel to go to bed and he was standing in the reception with his suitcase trying to get them to book him another room.
Yeah, I
And
would
she
do
didn't
that.
see him and she just walked straight past, went upstairs and I was like, do we go and say something to him? What do we do? Do we
Oh,
leave
no.
it?
You got to pick sides.
I was like, I'm going to bed, Paul. You deal with it.
Oh yeah, Festa. There you go.
So he went up and then she called me crying, going, he's not here. He's taken all his stuff. Do you know where he's gone? And I was like, no.
I haven't seen him
I
in
don't know
weeks.
So
what you're
proud of
talking-
you.
I
That's
don't
what I'd
know.
do.
And I was like, Paul, this is a you problem, not a me problem.
13, 24, 10. Holiday breakups. Did your relationship end on a holiday? How confident are you? I reckon we're going to get a few of these.
Yeah, I reckon.
You can remain completely anonymous. I want to know where the holiday was. Big Four jumping pillow, can understand. Maldives, you work through it.
Oh, yeah, I don't care what you've done. I'd stay with you to get that Maldives holiday. Break up with you after.
13, 24, 10. Have you broken up on a holiday? We are opening the X-Files for a week, our
Yeah.
favourite subject. And this week we're focusing on, have you had a bust up with an ex on holiday?
Did you break up on tour? Brianna in Newport, did you break up with someone on a holiday?
I did it shortly after
Smart.
the holiday.
Smart.
Yeah, I often used to bite my tongue before a holiday.
Yeah, bank
Because
the
I'd be like,
holiday.
get the holiday.
Where did you go on holiday, and was the breakup as a result of the travel?
No, we booked it probably earlier in a year, and we were going to America and Canada for about 6 weeks,
Yeah.
sort of mid-year.
Yep.
And at the start of the year, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to see this guy anymore. But we have
no.
this big trip booked, so I sucked
Yeah.
it up, went on the trip, waited a reasonable amount of time afterwards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Did he
called
see
it
it
off.
coming?
Did he pay for it?
A bit of A, bit of B, like a bit half each. So I
Yeah.
didn't want to lose all my money for no
Yeah.
reason.
You know what they need? Travel insurance should cover breakups.
No way.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
it covers
if
Too many
everything else.
scammers out there.
exactly. But
Did you
if, like-
lose your suitcase? Did you lose your boyfriend?
Yeah. I'll say so you were at 2 nights at the Nara Resort. You had a blow up on the first night and need a second room. Okay, we'll pay for that. Like, how good would that
$100
be?
back in your pocket.
How
Yeah.
many people do you reckon have
I
been
like
in
it,
hotels
Jase.
and gone, you know what, I'm just going to get my own room?
Oh, yeah.
It would happen. The front desk would see it
Yep.
all.
Yeah. They probably got a little betting system going as you check in. These two aren't going to make it.
Let's go to Julie. Where did your holiday breakup happen?
We were in England.
Mm-hmm.
It was the end of our 3-month Euro bender in,
Oh, yep.
in the summer.
Yep.
Yes, how good.
We had 3 weeks left to go, and he told me he had cheated on me.
Why would
Why?
you do that?
With 3 weeks still to go.
I mean, tell you
Yeah.
and cheat, but why would you tell you?
Well, I kind of lied to him and said, oh, there's this new Facebook feature where we can see deleted messages, and he shit himself and told me. So he wasn't going to tell me unless I, told him that.
Oh, that's
Wait,
entrapment.
hang on. I need
that's
more dates.
entrapment.
No,
That-
so did he cheat on you while you were on the holiday or before you left?
No, he cheated on me a year beforehand, and then while we were on the holiday,
You
I
thought
was
you'd bring it up.
suspicious. Yeah, I was suspicious because he was acting like funny always around his phone. So I said, oh,
there's
there's
the
this new
first,
feature. Yeah.
first dead giveaway.
Yep, dead
Yeah.
giveaway.
Yeah.
I love that you tricked him into the confession. And what happened? Did you stay travelling together for the next 3 weeks?
Yeah, we had 3 weeks together, and it was the relative part. So we had
Oh,
we were dating our relatives,
Oh, no.
Your relatives or his?
both.
Oh, gosh, you were all there. And did you
Everyone. And did you tell the relatives?
No, so we actually kind of I wish we had breakup travel insurance because we kind of just had to ride it out for the 3 weeks. So they couldn't afford to just hop on another
Yeah.
Yeah,
plane to
that's
go
a
home.
You
Yeah.
needed the family to pay for
This
it.
is
know
the
when-
thing.
Did you sit next to each other on the flight home?
Yes, we did.
Oh, it's a long
come on.
flight from the UK.
That's rookie move. Seat selection. Come on.
I'd
you
be
know,
flirting with everyone on the plane.
you know when Qantas puts on those emergency flights to get Aussies home?
Oh, the repatriation.
They need to do that
The
for
repatriation
breakups.
flight.
Yep.
I like
Julie,
it. Again.
we're sending a 737 for you.
Two good ideas from you
Yeah.
today, Jay.
Still call you Australia home. You get the idea.
Okay, let's take one more. Alita, good morning.
Good morning, Jason Lauren. How are you?
Yeah, we're good.
Did you break up during what was supposed to be holiday romance?
It was a second honeymoon. We've been married for 20 years.
Oh.
We were in Bruges in Belgium, and we had a fight about which restaurant we would go to or breakfast for breakfast.
Yeah.
And and I said, I'm not going to that one. And he's like, well, I am. And I'm like, fine, you go. And then I said, well, I need my passport. And he said, here's the passport. And then I hit him on the head with a tiny little brochure book. And he said, that's it. And then he left.
He was never
And
seen
he-
again.
Was it one of those?
20 years.
Was it one of those little brochures you get in reception where they're advertising all the? Yeah.
Yes.
Alita, you were married for 20 years.
He's
Hang-
been playing it all along. He's been cheating beforehand.
right.
And
Oh,
what-
so-
he was just waiting for you to do something that he could blame. This is a lot of men do this. They wait
Yep.
for
I mean,
you
to
to
be
do something
fair,
wrong.
hang on.
He
to be
wanted
fair-
Belgian
reason.
waffles.
What
for
was wrong with the
breakfast.
restaurant?
I just didn't like it. But clearly he didn't like our marriage.
Alita, how long ago
Oh,
was
at least
this?
you can laugh about
I
it.
10
know.
years ago.
10 years ago. And
Did
are you better off without him?
Oh, he's not a nice person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it a
good
good?
for you.
Was it a good hit when you got him with the
You should have
brochure?
hit him harder.
Apparently I assaulted him, but it's clearly, I don't know.
Tapped him with those
See,
silly little brochures
Alita
in the
needs
hotel
travel
reception.
insurance.
Assaulted with the
Have
movie
you,
world
have
voucher.
you found love since, Alita?
I am happily married and I've got a beautiful man.
Yes,
Oh.
Is
He's
it the
beautiful.
flight centre captain?
Yeah,
Oh.
they've updated him. He's not as solid as he used to be.
Does he like Belgian waffles?
Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.
Nova.